All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, so what you see right here on the screen, all right, France is now not all of France, but parts of France are under restrictions, okay, lockdowns. And we've been telling you that there will be, all right, another lockdown, another global lockdown. All right. So this one right here, RBC Ukraine, says France under tight restrictions as Henta risk grows. 8 French citizens who flew on the same flight as an infected person 15 days ago have been identified as high-risk contacts and placed under, you could only guess the next word, quarantine, medical supervision. All right, so this is becoming a thing in the world. China is already working on a vax. All right, a wax, vax, wax, you get it. And it seems like, China, all right, other countries are always in the middle of it. Now they're saying here in America, all right, some of these subjects have been placed under quarantine in the state of Nebraska, which is the Midwest, all right, middle United States, man. And, they're still looking for the data of who these people have been in contact with. So if this is a real thing, all right, it's already out there. Okay. And what it looks like is they're going to turn it into a real thing. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Look at this one. 11 hours ago on Instagram. Are you ready for lockdown? So this is real, man. All right. Whether that's a real thing or not, what's really going to take place is, pestilence, plagues, and locking down of these countries, man. Locking down of your God-given right to travel. Okay. So this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, so you people are gonna, desire to go into a different city, whether it's based on, traveling for work, traveling to get home, back to your loved ones. Okay, that soon is not going to be possible, man, because they are going to lock this place down. Okay, we're entering the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of the end of Esau Edom's kingdom, and he's going to monopolize off of this if this is a real thing. Okay, if he makes it into a real thing, if he blows it over. Okay, he's going to use this for, gathering of more data on you people, for locking things down, okay, to restrict travel, do away with paper money, all right, microchip you people, okay, for all that data, all in the name of peace and safety, man. All right. So you have the ability right now to travel, okay, for work or whatever. Maybe you should start thinking about, working locally. Maybe you should really think about what you're going to do because we've been telling you for years, all right, to get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we've been telling you prior to 2020, all right, that there'll be plagues, all right, different pathogens and bacterias. I don't want to use the V word, that are going to bring a lot of casualties. Whether, because we know that the C19 was made in a lab. All right, we know that there's a U.S. patent on it. Okay, it wasn't made in some lab in Wuhan. All right, that actual organism was sold, okay, or given to Moab, the so-called Chinese, to do tests with it, to unleash it on the public. Okay, and it was all a test run to see how you people comply. All right, this is verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Okay, because of your people's pride. All right, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai hardened, all right, the hearts of 2/3 of our people, and the self-proclaimed white man, who is Esau, Edom, and of course you other nations. Okay, puffed you up with pride. Specifically, these Edomites and our people, 2/3 of our people. And because of your pride, okay, these cities that you live in are going to be troubled, are going to get infected and infested with different viruses, different pathogens, bacterias. Okay, and there it is. I use the V word. So you know, Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing in the Hebrew. All right, this video isn't censored or taken down. Okay, because here it is. We have the truth. All right. But because of your pride, okay, these cities are going to be troubled. All right, you are going to see, economic decline, failure. You are going to see the unemployment rate skyrocket, homelessness. All right, major job loss. Okay, there was talks behind the scenes about, real soon they're going to cut off the fuel pumps, man. Okay, they're going to make it to where you can't access, gasoline and diesel fuels, whether it's corn, whether it's, petroleum products, fuel, diesel. Okay, they're gonna bring that to a halt, and they're gonna say, well, the only way you can access these things is if you're a first responder, if you're a truck driver. You being a regular citizen to get to work and home. Okay, well, your jobs better be important. Okay, they better be funding, all right, that fuel. Because if not, just being a regular person, that is not required, okay, you ain't going to be able to, travel freely. All right? It says the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Okay, because there is a thing called martial law, all right, that's going to take place. And when we were in 2020, because of the whole C19 outbreak, all right, we were damn near in, a low-level martial law-like state. Okay, remember there was a stay-at-home order. All right, and travel. If you were caught traveling, the cops, all right, military, whoever, could be a straight asshole to you. Now, I brought it up a few times how my employer at that time issued all the employees, all right, a letter saying pretty much that we were a necessary employed public servant. All right, our jobs, mine specifically, I would scan people's temperatures to give them access to a facility. I was screening screening them for the C19. All right, so get ready for more screening. Okay, another threat that if you resist, a jab or a vaccine, whatever they want to, bring about, that they'll take away your employment rights, man. So we're in those times, okay? We are definitely in those times in which major, catastrophe is going to take place. And we've been warning you for years, all right, decades. Yes, there's going to be another, lockdown. Yes, there's going to be another pandemic. And just know that if this ain't the one, all right, surely one is going to come, and real soon. But what it's looking like is this could be the one or a one, all right, to get it going. All right, so with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Harakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Shalom.